Hey y'all, another budget planner video. I like calling these my DIY budget because it's literally just a notebook that I stuck some stickers down and then I made myself some stickers. So it's my DIY budget notebook planner planning time. Mouthful. But in all seriousness, this is my August budget. Oh, August 2020. How much closer you are getting us to 2021 and out of this hell that we are calling 2020. Y'all, I'm so over 2020. I'm so excited to just be done with it. That's awful. I should stop having that attitude and just like get over myself, but very excited for bigger and better things. But again, I will do my disclaimer here. This is a notebook that I had, and it's actually about 4 notebooks put together on a big coil. These stickers I make for myself. I do not sell them, so I do use wallpapers from a company that I no longer support, and I just make those little headers for myself for this budget. I don't spend any money on this budget planner. I make them all myself. I don't spend money on clip art or things like that, so this is just for me. I do not sell. I will teach you how to make them though if you'd like. I've actually already gotten a couple requests, so that video probably went up before this video. But I do date this myself. This calendar obviously is undated. I do a Monday to Sunday. I have my little notes on the side there, which I haven't really been using, I guess. But my idea for the notes on the side there was to use it for like if we had birthday gifts that we needed to buy, or you know, like in June I really should have wrote like Father's Day gift, and in May Mother's Day gift, things like that, like things like unexpected expenses, so I can budget accordingly. Okay guys, I struggled so hard with these numbers, I'm not even joking. And it had been so long since I did a budget plan with me because I filmed them 3 months at a time. So when I had filmed, like, I think it was April, I filmed April, May, and June. No, it was May, June, and July. And I'm filming this August, and I filmed August and September in the same day. Like, I filmed them together so they're all ready for me, because I do my budget in advance. I pre-plan my budget like really hardcore because I want to be able to know when my paydays are, know when my bills are due, know when my bills are coming out, so I have enough money in there, etc., etc. With all of the unknowns, it's a little weird, but I'm showing you here. These are from a kit that I bought from Caffeinated Kate, and some of them say auto pay, which I really, really like because I do have some bills that just come out automatically. So putting all my bills in, and then I do put like a little color code. I put it on in the wrong square. I just put my little color code in like a square that doesn't have a date in it. So this month, green is the one that I actually have to go physically pay. Pinks are all of my auto pays, and then purple is my mortgage, so I have to send an e-transfer. So that's what those are all for. And I put my 2 paydays in there. Those aren't actually paydays, those are days that I go in and move money. I've been doing this since I stopped working back in March because I am a supply teacher. When they shut down schools, they essentially homebound me without pay. So in Canada, you can get something called the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit. So you can see it in my calendar there. It's called CERB. So you just go apply for it, and it's just for people that have lost their jobs due to COVID, and that unfortunately is me. So you can tell that it's been forever because I had to keep going back and looking at my previous month at how I set it up, because I was just like so lost on what I did previously, because it's been a few months since I did it. But I got the hang of it pretty quick, and I just absolutely love this August kit. Like, I love the rainbows. I love the Oh So Retro pattern. I might not be in love with the company anymore, but like, they got some nice designs, dude. Like, and that's okay. I'm gonna say it. They got some nice designs. Made some mistakes, but they got some nice designs. So the first things I put in are my income. I left 4 spaces because it should be 2 Move Money days and then 2 Etsy pay days. Should be. Hopefully that's enough. I won't be back to school yet, so I really don't know what's happening, kind of thing. And then in the middle here, I do put my variable expenses, and my fixed expenses are on the right. And my variable expenses, the last couple of months I've been doing my budget at the end of the month, and it hasn't quite, like, there's been some things that don't fit into my categories. Like, I bought some clothes and I don't have like a me spot or a clothes spot. So this month I actually changed my categories and I added like a clothing variable expense. I think I'm gonna have to reevaluate all of my categories, and I don't know, I might have to add or modify or take away or something, I'm not sure. Come September, I'm going to have to modify everything because we just don't know what's going on. Where I am in Canada, we only have a few active cases. Like, knock on wood, we're going to be able to go back to school just fine. I know they're talking about going back to school. We've made some changes in my district with smaller class sizes and social distancing and, you know, some things. But, you know, God forbid there's an outbreak and we can't go back. I've gotten a few questions on what a supply teacher is. That is what I am, which just means that I do not have a classroom of my own. When main classroom teachers are sick, I go in and teach their class for however many days they're sick for. So that is what I do. So I am not, basically, like, I'm not a guaranteed employee. I don't, if that makes sense. I'm a hourly employee. Whatever I work, I get paid for. So since I am not working, I don't get paid. So hopefully we'll be able to go back, because honestly, I'm bored. I miss my kids, because there was a few schools that I frequented. I am a middle school teacher and there's only a few where I am. So, you know, I had like 3 schools that I frequented quite a lot, and 1 school where I did my student teaching that I was at almost every week, multiple times a week, and I do consider those my kids, and I miss them so much. And I was actually primarily the 8th grade teacher, so all of my kids are going to the high school, and I'm heartbroken. But I have not talked about my budget at all. So I put my debt tracker in. This is actually the last month that I'm going to be paying on my iPhone. It's going to be paid off this month. I'm so excited. And then next month, I'll only have to put 2 spaces for my MacBook and my line of credit. And then my savings tracker is here. And I actually switched my in and out and savings potential. Like, that's kind of like my big numbers. So I put like what I'm expecting to get in and what I'm expecting to pay out, and then I do my actual numbers at the end of the month, and it just gives me like a better idea. I switched those to that page because my savings tracker hasn't needed to be as big as I've been making it. Like, I've only really needed like 8 to 10 lines, and I think I was given it like 15 before or something like that. So I just took up those 6 lines or whatever to put in my expected incoming and outcoming and my actual incoming and outcoming. Obviously, I'm not saving right now because all of the money that I am using for bills and groceries and gas and all of that is coming out of my savings because that's where I put my CERB payment, and then that's where I had a little bit of money. So obviously I'm not saving right now, but eventually, we'll get there eventually, you know. So like I said, I added a few. I added clothes and iTunes because I got iCloud and I've been buying some songs and stuff. Our wedding's coming up, so like I'll buy a love song here and there. A love song. Not just love songs, fun songs. So, and then here I do a 2-page spread for spending tracker. I've actually been needing the 2-page spread for spending tracker, not because I've been spending a lot, but because I have been breaking things up. So if I do a big order on Amazon of like, if I get ink and a book and something else and our caffeine drink, I will split it up. Even if it's on the same order, I'll split it up so it's into categories, because like our caffeine drink would go into groceries and my ink would go into office and like etc etc. Even if it's one Amazon order, I'll split it up into like 4 different categories. So I've been using the whole thing. Haven't necessarily been spending like crazy, but I've needed the room to really see where my money is going, and I'm breaking up those purchases so I know where it's going. And that has been really super helpful. I'm realizing that not all of my money is going towards like frivolous things like planners and stuff. Like, it's actually going towards things that are useful and books, and like I've really been getting back into reading, and that's been nice, and like stuff like that. So here is my finished spreads, and I have 2 extra note pages on the next page. And I'm just gonna put some like little decorative cute things in here just that match with the kit. I'm just trying to decide what matches the best. I just thought that looked cute. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.